And good morning. Let's see. Display capture. What? Uh-oh. That's a problem. So that monitor's plugged in. I think it's this one. Let's try again. Fascinating. Little box doesn't have any filter, any displays. I'm going to kill OBS, and I'm going to force quit it, really. And then I'll start it up, continue the stream, with hopefully it picking up the monitor. All right, we might be back. Let's check. Rough start this morning. Then I forgot to update the stream number. Goodness, what is that even? Should be 19. All right, let's save that. It's just one of those mornings, you know. Forgot the computer, had to go back for the computer. All that stuff. All right. I did make some tea though, so that's a plus. But now let's find. Let's see. Where is everything? There. This one goes over there. Boom. All right, now where's Firefox? Oh, it's on that one. Yes. Oh, and I did set up an account on Hachyderm. Set that up. They fixed something. They dropped NFS, so it's much faster. I went through the pains of trying to get an account set up while they were having NFS issues, or what is it, IOPS? So, oh, still want that one. Okay. So I did set that up, and if I guess I could sign in here. I don't remember my password. Hold on. Because I don't remember passwords. It's one of the other apps I think it would be fun to make. Save it? No, not today. All right, and then we also want Twitch Voices. Oh, logging in's taking a bit. They might still be having issues. But it is much snappier than yesterday. Oh, no. You're supposed to be over on this monitor. All right. Back where we left off. Authorize that. Boom. Uh-oh. Something went wrong. No. Sign in. Save it or not. No. All right. Nope, still issues. Okay. But what I can show is that here, I think I'm at Mr. Halsey. Yep. So I set up a little account, tried to do some code formatting. Got some responses, which was kind of neat. Back. I was thinking about doing the alerts and stuff here as well. But I don't know. It might be a little chatty, a little noisy. Oops. Yeah, that I can't sign in. So maybe on the other machine I can sign in. It's in your mind. Yeah, I can. Okay. So we got this. What would we say? Streaming Rust plus Tauri. Let's see. Streaming Rust plus Tauri. The Twitch chat app. And then we probably want the stream link, don't we? Which is what? Twitch.tv, Mr. Halsey, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there it is. Oh, and there's 2 more notifications. I wonder what that is. Working on parsing the message to... Oh, what are we doing? Working on parsing. Let's see if it posts. Then I want to see what those notifications are. We got a little social network thing. Never really gotten into social networks. Mostly because it always felt so like echo chamber, right? All right, let's put that over here for now. Get that off that screen. Like if you like cats, that shows you more cats, and you get more cats, and there's more cats until a dog shows up, and then you yell about the dogs, right? And then they discover that you get more eyeballs when you're yelling. I don't know. We'll see if this is any different. I expect it to be different, but get back onto some code. Oh, just some people favorited that other post. Okay. Okay. So where were we? We were trying to get this working. We were looking at the byte count, and the messages were off. That's right. That's right. I need that message from yesterday. Oh, but I don't have it. We'll have to use some other. Wide Unicode character, like an emoji. Let's go find an emoji. Log in, a little test account. Well, here we go. All right. Now we need an emoji and a test. So right now, hello world. All right, boom, shows up. I don't know why I said boom there. Just emoticon smiling. Emoji. I know there's like a. All right. List of. Oh, it didn't copy. Copied. All right, let's see. Yep. Okay. So what you see here is that we have this wide character, the emoji, because it takes up more than a byte. And then we have our emoticon, right? And when Twitch gives us a message, they tell us in UTF-8 characters where the range of the emoticon is. So we are a little bit off here. And it looks like it's the trailing end of the emoji. Right. Up to the emoji, everything looks fine. Like it didn't cut into the text prior to it. Let's come back to Visual Studio. So what are we doing? Converting from a private message, which is coming from Twitch chat, or Twitch message, and converting it into Twitch message. Now, this is just a bunch of code. We'll probably split out into different functions later. I could split it out and add tests. Ooh, do we add tests though? Oh, I don't know. Could. No, it might not. Not now. Not now. So we pull some information off of the private message. Calculate if it's highlighted or not using the Twitch highlighted command. Oh, that's bright. There we go. And then we do this thing where I call it flattening the emotes. The emojis come in, the information comes in, kind of indexed by the emoji ID. So you have the ID, and then everywhere in the string, the emoji shows up. But we want it by location to ID. So we invert that. And skipping this for a moment, come down to the flat emotes, or into this loop, right? Where we start looping over those positions of the emojis, right? We try to count and calculate how many bytes, right? Because we need to know in bytes where the emoji is, right? So we need to convert the emoji start in Unicode, number of Unicode characters, to the emoji start in byte characters. So we have this character iterator. We iterate over characters, counting n number of characters, and then it returns the number of bytes for us. I wonder. All right. Let's see. At this point, yeah, we're just debugging some stuff. Text index. All right. Here we get a slice to the message. We escape it because we didn't want any badness coming through. Increment the byte count so that it's one past the text. So I think this is all working up to this point. Get a message part, push that onto our parts, which we'll send to the JavaScript side of Tauri. And then we'll do the same thing for the emoticon, right? Now, oh, you know what we didn't do? I wonder if we have to increment the iterator when we +1 to the byte count. We might need to do that. Either that or no, because this gave us what looks like just the perfect amount of bytes here. So we got that space. There was only one space. And the text for this guy here is Mr. MRHALZ Clippy. So you can see the PY here, which is the tail end of this emoticon text. Right. So then we try to count the bytes for this piece. And what's going on here? Yeah, it looks like we should iterate over that space. Because we did the +1 for the slice, but not the +1 for the iterator. Interesting. So really, this should have returned one more. And we are removing one here. Okay. Let's remove that one. Because of that extra space. Okay. And I think we added that -1 because we had basically a little off by 1 error. Okay, we'll get that error again, which is fine. I think it's probably more correct. And where did the text go? Here it is. Oops. Let's bring this back on screen. This is the text I'm actually putting in. Oh, it's going to start it again. When it's having that little issue when it starts up sometimes. All right. Let's look at the output. It looks okay. So we have the emoji here and the space, which is correct. Then we have this. Okay. Byte count is 48. So we had 48 bytes. All right, so index plus 48. Then we get the message part, right? Now, at this point, oh, it hasn't crashed, but it's still not correct. We've got this Y left. We need to cut this out. It needs one more. I wonder why we're not getting enough. So the range here should have given us number of characters, right? Oh, that's interesting. Let's toss a debug on that. What is this going to give us? I wonder if it's supposed to be like inclusive and it's not. That. We'll check. We got spaces. Yes, there are spaces. All right. So the range is 11. And it should be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, interesting. So that range, it should be the range inclusive. But this is not inclusive. That's just range. Yeah, it's recompiling whenever I save. Well, we could just plus 1 here. We increment by the byte count. Okay. I wonder if that's a bug in that library. All right, let's try this again. Oops. Dragging and dropping. Copy. And we paste. All right, that seems to be working. Let's add some comments for our future self. So highlight message redeemed. Let's see. Basically get an array of ID'd ranges, and we just want that. Okay. Increment the char's iterator and number of Unicode bytes. Returning the number of characters, of bytes, no, of Unicode. And dun, dun, dun. What else do we have? And here we're converting. Right. And then we've got another issue, and you can see it over here. When an emoticon fails to load, it's a little bit of JavaScript which does a document, get element by ID, and it's always going to the first one in the page. They weren't unique, so we need to fix that so that when a dark themed emoticon fails to load, it doesn't error out like this. Let's go over to, was it message? All right, we had been doing this in JavaScript. We no longer need that. Here's our emote URLs we're constructing. And this is where the JavaScript is. We pass in a key and the URLs, and using a picture element, we set it up so that if it cannot find the default one, then it'll go to the next one. However, here's a get element by ID, and it's finding the first one. So you need to make that more unique, that key. So where do we do that? Where do we call message emoticon? Here. ID. This should be a message ID. Oh, is it empty? Oh. So if I say Mr. Ozzy Clippy, chat, Mr. Ozzy Clippy, boom, boom. All right, this one's broken. Let's inspect the message ID. Now we search for the debug window. All right. Picture ID. Yeah, it's null. Oh, look at that. Okay. No wonder it's erroring out. Okay. Now, why is that null? I understand that ID here can be undefined. But when these messages came through, let's go through our is it plugged in checks. Right. Now where to go? There it is. Any errors? Okay, just that. And when we get a message, this does have an ID, but I don't, is that the one we're looking for? Oh, it's this, it's null coming from Rust. Okay. So that's not plugged in. Let's go back where we're grabbing the ID. Here's the ID. And that's null, huh? What should it have been? The name of the custom channel reward. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, okay. So that's not the right ID. Custom reward ID. I was thinking message ID. Room ID, no. User ID, is it in tags? Maybe later. Emotes is broadcaster is. We had something previously that was working. An ID on this. What was that? It was in message. What's this? Oh, interesting. Svelte has a show compiled code thing. File annotations. Oh, okay. Let's go look at the Twitch chat docs. We need the... Sure, let's go to commands. No, it's not the command, is it? It's messages. Room ID, no. Oh, that's strange. Is it off the command? Let's see, structs. No, it's not channel. See, and this is how you create one. Where's command? Type command. No, I'm looking for an enum. Commands. Here it is. Does this have an ID on it? Doesn't look like it. If we go here, we're back to this point. Oh man, I wonder what that identifier was that I was using in JavaScript. Because I had just been serializing this across. User ID? No. Message ID seems like it just makes so much sense. But are we using that for that? Okay, let's check for our highlighting. Where was that? In events. Message ID, yes. Okay. Well, that's good. We're doing that correctly. We go to Source Hut. We're going to go look at the history. Let's go to log. Let's say, let's look at it at this point. Oh, how do I do that? That's that 2 days ago. Okay. Source Tauri, source. No, not there. This would have been not in the Rust source. In here. Lib. Message. Oh, it's passed in. Let's go back to messages, plural. All right. Message.tags.id. Okay. So how do we get that identifier off the tags? What if we search for ID? Does bool get parsed? Interesting. Oh, so we can name something. Interesting. So before this was just serializing, and then it was going into JavaScript. So, well, that's interesting. I wonder why private message doesn't provide that info. Seems useful. Badge info, badges. Or maybe I'm just misunderstanding which one it is. We have a bunch of bools. Okay. So if that's the case, what do we look it up by? I'm just going to call it ID for now. Just going to leave that there. Message parts not assignable. Oh, interesting. So message parts is string or number. No, that should be message part array. Okay. Log in with Twitch. Boom, boom. So now let's send a message. Testing the stuff. Oh, we're not logging that, are we? No. One more time. As then we'll know what the name is. Right. Yeah, it's simply ID. Okay. Now let's toss in some more testing. We'll toss a Clippy in there. Do a chat. Great. And now again with a Clippy and a Mr. Halsey. Oh, we fixed it. Okay. Oh, except for that one. What happened there? It didn't treat it as an emoticon. Oh, no. Sorry, my mistake. Let's come back here. Emotes. Yeah, there's two in here. There's this one and this one. Oh, fascinating. So this was the first one's a Mr. Halsey because of the range. Second one is Clippy. Really? Is our sorting wrong? Did we only do this one? I thought we were seeing them before. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, let's one more time. Let's make sure our flat emotes are sorted correctly. Oh, they're not. Pound. What did I do? The exact same thing again. us the order. Platinum modes. 0 to 11, 13 to 17, 19 to 30. That is the correct order. Okay. Oh, is this... Did we hit an edge case? Oh, great question. So, I'm using a couple of extensions. But the main one is... What was it? Well, syntax highlighter, and then Challenger Deep theme, and customize UI. And then, so these three, and then the config file, I enhanced the settings here. All right, to get the colors and everything set up right. Now, I also have these posted. So, was it dot files? So my Visual Studio settings right there. And that's pretty close. I think all I've done since that I haven't committed was brightening the comment color a little bit for the comments. Good morning, Emil. How are you? You're welcome. You're very welcome. And I tried at the top of that file, the Visual Studio config file, to link to all of the plugins I'm using. I think it's a little out of date. I might be missing like an Erlang one or something like that. Almost done with the workday. Ah, good evening then. Yes, of course. Ooh, it's a buy bots, huh? Oh, interesting. It actually has a suggestion for possibly banning them. Hey, check this out. Oh, yeah, look, possibly ban them. That's crazy. Okay, sure. No, okay. Oh, and it clears the chat. And thank you for the follow. One of the other features that I need to work on for this app is to remove just the message. Let's make sure that's actually recorded somewhere. Let's see. I don't think it is. No, okay. Remove single messages on bands, etc. Okay. All right. So we're going to pop back over into code. All right. It's about time to toss this into some tests, or toss some tests into this. Use a banner. Buy it. That's funny. Okay. And Emil, did you want uh, mods? I don't do that much, and I think you're probably a very reasonable person. See, I just don't know how to set it up. I could do that. Rewards, moderation, is it in here? Oh, roles manager, there it is. Yeah, if you don't mind. Let's just make sure I'm spelling your name right. Yeah, my go. Success. All right. Well, it's got a little sword there. So this was a huge mistake. I expect as much. It's, it's the internet. But so what's happening here? We're getting an error. Ascama for the HTML escaping, right? It turns out that if we were using ammonia, then when people were trying to send code that included HTML, it would just go away, right? And we didn't want that. So we swapped it out. But now I'm getting some other strange errors. So 1, 2. So if I just do 2 things, oh, it already crashed. So I had basically Clippy, Kappa, Clippy, and it panicked, which I was surprised by, because, let's see, this should be panicked to begin less than or equal to end, 12 less than or equal to 1. What? What? Wait. When slicing this. Events 163. 163. Oh, it's because there were no bytes before the message. Okay. Yeah. So if the flat emote starts at the very beginning, we need to skip this section. Oh, well, let's see. Can we just set it up so it doesn't bomb this out? Because we have the start, right? And the start is 0. So message index. Oh, you're right. Wait, is it index plus by indexed goes to index plus by count? Let me think about that, because as the index, right? That's where the cursor currently is as it's going through the string. Right, so the index will be at the very beginning. To index plus. Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely right. Okay. Byte count is the number of bytes that all of the Unicode characters took to represent that text. So if you use like an emoji or something like that, where it was multiple bytes, We basically it's just converting Unicode bytes, not Unicode bytes, Unicode characters to bytes, right? The byte count. Oh, look at that. Graphemes. Yes. And it's working. All right, let's see. Test from before. Boom. And they're all there. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, that's gorgeous. Right, and you know what I saw on somebody else's channel was they pinned a message at the top for like what they're doing today. That was a neat thing. I only saw that once. Oh, it's a beta. Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. Is there anything else we need to fix for that? We need to remove the debugs. Let's see. Event. Yeah, we can remove this one. Oh, yeah. Get rid of the characters like this here. And we just got some that are commented out. It says private message. Yeah, we can get rid of that. All right. Pinned chat. No API for it. Huh. It seemed like it would be useful. A new message, unpin a message. Yes. Vote. Oh, I need to log in, right? I don't think I'm logged in here. Let me go to the other browser. All right. Vote. Twitch. Authorize. Sorry, we couldn't log you in. Wait. Okay, I'm logged in now. Oh my goodness. Vote. I gotta reload the page. It's in a bad state. Voted. Yay. Okay. Done. Okay. Clickable links would be great. All right. So what have we done so far? We have added. Let's clean this up. We fixed a bug, right, with the emoticons, or with the IDs. We also finished with one of these other tasks that was marked done. Let's just commit this. We have here. We don't want the debug here. Let's clear the debugs too. Wait. We were clearing the debugs. Oh, flat emotes. I missed this one. Those are okay. All right. I wish there was a better way to like make this larger and smaller. Okay. There's a Clippy lint for catching debug. Okay, so we fixed the ID. Added some comments. Fix that. Okay. And what ID is this? Watch your eyes. I think this was status closed. Oh, we escaped the HTML tags for the message. No, it's not those. I think it's part of this, right? So we moved one IRC event over. It's number 7. Let's see. Something like that. And in Nightly, they have it also, so you can allow it in tests. Oh, interesting. Should not be in version control. Agreed. Huh. Nice. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna pour some tea. So how's everyone else doing? Everyone doing all right? Trying to open this thing. It's Wednesday. Goodness, I'm starting a Wednesday. It's going to be a bit of a day for me. We're getting some snow and I have to clear that about halfway through the day. I need some waterproof gear. I usually just toss on a sweater and do that. Ooh, you finished the audio player. Oh, that's cool. New month. Yeah. Yes. 100 lines of Rust. Wow. Wow. Audio player. You did graphics for it? Which took longer? The image or the code? AI generated. Nice. Nice. Maybe the image. Yeah. Let's go like Margs. Volume, speed, verbose, input. Nice. Output stream. Output stream from Rodeo. Ah, I see. Oh, that's cool. That wasn't very many lines of code. Right. So what do we want to do next? The code one would be nice. Message code formatting. That would be nice. It would have been useful earlier, like in here. I wonder if we would have to do the code first, right? Because if it's inside code block, we don't want to convert an emoticon. Usually get on the rabbit hole of adding more more features, but that's complete. Nice. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to update this so our emoticons work. Let's do that first. Let's get that built. Install it. Run it. I can think about the code block though. A compiler for Twitch chat? Yes. Everything is a compiler. I think we want to do... Yeah, we definitely want to do the code first, right? So you look at the text, see if you got matching pairs. Right, and if there happens to be emoticon in that area, we have to drop it, right? Okay. Gotta close this over here. Oh. It went away. No. All right. I need to open this directory. Little Mac install. Oh, replace. Yes, thank you. All right, close that. Check that. New version. All right, but markdown code support. What do we do for this? Here we're operating on emotes. Yeah, it feels like code has to come first. What should the process be? I'm trying to think through this. We still want to escape everything. I don't know. Oh, it's snowing. Today it's my nemesis. Tomorrow it'll be fun. Today I have to clean it. All right. Here, we're basically splitting it based on the emotes, which we don't want to do anymore. Right? We want to do it based on the backticks. And we need to keep track of whether or not we're inside of the backticks as we go through this. So we could just wrap it in another loop here, right? Right here to, I don't know, down here somewhere. I don't... almost prefer to have the ability to split these message parts, right? You have a message part, you can split it up. So you start with, let's say, just a text one, and then you split a code one out of it. You say, oh, this section's code, right? And then you can say, this section's emoticon, boom, boom, boom. I think that'd be cleaner than this. I wonder, should we just use like a linked list for that? Is there like a linked list in Rust? I've never used it. Oh, collections, linked list. Huh. Okay. Never used it. Stinklewinks, thank you for that follow. And Rug Matt, thank you. Okay. Wow. Linked list. Okay, now we can append. What if I want to cursor back contains pop front, pop back, split off. Okay. So if we have a cursor, what can we do with our cursor? So let's get a cursor front. Oh, that's experimental. The whole thing or just the cursors? Looks like it's just the cursor. Okay. Otherwise it'd be intermute, right? Yeah, what can we do with a cursor? Cursor front, we grab that. Lurk and study. Oh, well. Welcome. Welcome. Like an iterator, except it can freely seek back and forth. Rest between two elements in the list. An index in a logically circular way. Oh, interesting. Empanada. Makata, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Burnt peak next. Front and back. Now, how do we insert something into the middle of a linked list here? It's all nightly, yeah. The cursor part's nightly, which is fine. We're using nightly for no particular reason. We can append. We can pop front, push back. And what about the traits? Into iterator. Send sync. Oh, that's interesting. Split off. Splits the list into 2 at a given index. Huh. Linked lists? Well, I was thinking, if we had a linked list of these things and we were basically subdividing the nodes in a linked list, it could work. However, I'm not seeing what I want. I want to be able to, say, remove a node and insert 2 or 3 in its place. What do we get with front mute? Okay. Option to mutable T. I see. I think we should just go with a vector. I know insert's kind of heavy on a vector, but I'm not seeing what I want here. So at least with a vector, you can insert, right? And you can remove things. What I'm thinking is we have a vector of these message parts, right? It starts out just as 1. And then that 1 would be text, right? That's just the raw text of the message. Then we iterate over this vector of message parts of 1, splitting that into code blocks, right? So if there's code in there, then we would end up with text blocks and code blocks, or text message parts and code message parts. And then we iterate over it again, adding emoticons, right? And obviously we wouldn't add emoticons to the parts that were code, just to the ones that were text. And as we go through that, at the very end, we could go through and sanitize the blocks, right? Converting the HTML and whatnot. We could also record the size of these in Unicode, so we could increment our iterators later for the emoticons. Okay, this might work. It might work. It's going to be multiple passes in order to build a message. However, I think it's going to be better organized than this mess. But I think this mess helped us learn what we needed to know. Maybe a tree? Ooh, a tree would be good. What do we got in Rust? I like the tree idea. Oh, B-tree map, B-tree set. I mean, those are just maps and sets. Is there a tree in Rust? Oh, let's go to something we learned the other day. Blessed.rs has stuff. Databases, networking. I want types, collections. I don't see collections. B-tree? Do I want better B tree? Let's go to... Oh, in standard collections, really? I don't really care if it's sorted by its keys. I want the B tree to be the structure, right? So I could split something, split these nodes as it comes down. And maybe that is just creating clever IDs. Am I missing this? Am I being dense on this? But it doesn't seem like it fits. Oh, what do we want to do again? Okay. Okay, so I like the tree idea, so I'm going to use that as an analogy. So imagine you start with a tree, right? And it has one node, right? Just a text node, right? We'll call it a message part text node. And then, so you look at that node and you decide, oh, there's a code block in it. I need to break this down, right? So you split that up and you end up with a text node, code node, text node, right? So you end up with three nodes, however you want to represent that in the tree. Yeah, it's more like an AST, right? Yeah. Oh, I wonder if there's a... It is much more like an AST, like what I really want. That seems kind of heavy-handed for this, but it does seem to match. I think I had favorited or followed what was it? It was something a parser. Oh goodness, can we just search my stuff? This search box. I don't want to browse all crates. I just want to browse my crates. These ones that I'm following. Was it Chomsky? I think it was Chomsky. I saw Chomsky come through and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I think it was on Reddit. It looked pretty neat. So text nodes, whatever, that's fine, right? But how do we actually manage emoticons? Let's see, recursive BF choice. The emoticons come in with a location, right? And that's how you know where they are. It's a location in the string that is going to become an emoticon. So it's kind of backwards for a parser. It doesn't quite work. And we could just go right front to end, like head to tail on this. Okay, new idea. Move through the string, the message, excuse me, char by char, or excuse me, glyph by glyph, grapheme by grapheme, whatever. If it's a backtick, search ahead for a matching backtick. Right? If a matching backtick is found, that becomes a, was it code block? If the glyph position is the start of an emoticon, comes I mean something simple, right? Just I start parsing it, just go character by character. We could also try to look for things like hyperlinks. And for this, we would need what? A look ahead parser or something? Basically, we just need an iterator and need to be able to scan ahead of where the iterator currently is. Now you've just played with Nam and Deku for bi-level networking packet stuff. I've never heard of Deku. It's interesting. Oh, the tea's finally cool enough to drink. Yeah, rewrite it with HTML when we pass it down to the client. Yeah, so we would sanitize it before it gets sent out. We could also sanitize it during serialization. That seems like a bad place for it, though. Maybe at the end we convert like raw text to like safe text. I do like the single pass where you go through looking for these tokens. So if we explored that, single pass, looking for code blocks. Because that's the other information we just don't have, right? I was looking for code blocks. Converting, let's see, emoji, UTF-8 positions to size. I don't know, to byte position. Right. Oh, it's like an AOC problem. Really? We come up with our own. Deku is a proc macro that lets you write your byte level deserialization stuff. Oh. That seems pretty cool. Starting tomorrow. We could do that, right? Because some of this, some of the pain and what we just went through was a conversion of the UTF-8 emoji positions to the other positions. I could see like having a pass where, oh, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. But for everyone else, please, please do. I might do like multiple passes. One pass to convert the emoji positions to byte positions, right? That's one of the things that's a little off here. Is that the emoji positions are in Unicode indexes. You have your template set up. Going to give up on day 5. Oh no. Oh. You got to stick with it, man. Day 5. I looked at one of them one year and started. Actually, I did start. It was interesting. Just found that like I had other things that I needed to spend my time on. So, like these projects, you know, I only get so much time before work. This is like the me time, you know. Um, which it happens that some of the me time ended up helping with the landing the new gigs. So it also helped me stay sharp. Right? I like the looking for code blocks bit. So if we basically went, okay. I like this idea. Single pass, looking for code blocks while converting emoji UTF-8 positions to byte positions. This one gives me pause. Like I pause for this. I would like to just have these different sections. We would have like an emote section, you have ID and the byte range, right? That would be so much nicer. So part of me wants to just convert the emotes like right off so we don't have to worry about it. Introducing Twitch Voices, the first pure Rust Lexer for Twitch messages. No. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Air Dog, thank you. See, it's a compiler. Yeah, no. Um, okay. Tree Sitter Twitch chat. He made an attempt in Tree Sitter. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. All right, let's add some code. Let's toss some code on the wall. Let's see. We're going to have a function for convert. I'm just going to convert the emoticons first because I don't even want to think in that sort of world where you're having to deal with Unicode indices and byte positions, right? Bytes. I don't know. Let's say convert Unicode emoticons. Let's see, Unicode emoticon to byte position. All right, this is descriptive. That's what that is. That's descriptive. And we need the message. We also need the flat emoticons. Is that flat? These are up here somewhere. Yeah, I just put them like in line. Flat emote. And this should be its own little function. Toss that down at the bottom. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, come on, VS Code. Where's your typing? No typing. There's two functions here. One is emoticon position to byte position. The other one is this, what I wanted to call like emote to like flatten emotes or something like that. But code just locked up. Okay. All right, code. Bye-bye. Just go away. Quit anyway. Oh, where'd it go? Code. Oh, it died again. Wait. It is. It's true. Okay. And this is function. I don't know. It might be the syntax highlighter. Maybe it's tree sitter. I don't know. Flatten emotes. We will take in the emotes. What if we did the oh, let's just do one. Okay, so flatten emotes. And what was the type that we got here? A vector of emotes. Okay. And that's going to return a vector of flat emote. Okay. Okay. Flat emote. Let's pull that out of here. Where is it? Oh, is it in the function? Sorry, bouncing around a lot. Just excited. Okay, flat emotes, boom, boom. Yeah, we know that's not implemented yet. Okay, so there's flat emotes. Let's go call flatten emotes. That was up here somewhere. I'm done. This, no, we're not going to take that yet. We learned some stuff in here. Okay. Coming back down to the bottom. I'm going to stay here for a bit. So we are going to have flat emotes come in and a vector of flat emote go out. So we're just converting the positions. It would be nice to have a different type for like the UTF-8 indexed ones versus the byte indexed ones, but this is such a small code space. It's not like it's going to leak out of this file. Okay. And who knows, this whole section here might get extracted to its own module, which contains it even better. Now, at this point, I want to grab this file for count bytes. Did I say file? I meant function. Okay, down to the bottom. Oh, I put that in the wrong function. That's not where it goes. Okay, keep the compiler happy. So we're basically doing the same thing that we did before, right? Counting the number of bytes up to an emoticon, and then building a new emoticon from that. Or a new flat emote, right? And then we can add tests. Oh, this is going to be nice. Okay. Flat emote? I don't know, just, it's fine. Now we want the size of the text up to, or we want the byte count up to a specific Unicode index. Right? So basically the same loop that we were doing before. If we look at it, it's here, right? Trying to get the byte count. So why don't we just grab this? Just grab that and toss it in here. It'd be a starting point. All right, text before the emoticon. We have. We need a iterator. Chars is equal to message.chars. Okay. So we get the byte count for any text before the emoticon, right? We no longer have to keep the text or escape the string. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay. Index plus byte count. And this is the start. This is the start of where our new emoticon is, right? Byte start. Emoticon byte start is equal to index. All right. Now we need to do the same thing for the emoticon. I don't know, emoticon. It's more of an emoticon, isn't it? All right. Now we need a mutable vector of these things, don't we? So we're not just like, we could just change it, couldn't we? Yeah, just change the indices. Oh. Swap the range. Interesting. Interesting. The thing that's getting me though is the inclusive versus exclusive range. Because of this here. We got our emojis. Oh, for this method, we are converting the UTF-8 positions of the emoticons into byte positions. So we can get slices. because I want to be able to operate in just byte positions for the majority of this. And the flat emotes use Unicode, grapheme positions as opposed to byte positions. So we're just converting it to byte. Why flat emote to flat emote? Because I didn't want a second one that just, okay. Because this could be, okay. And it's probably not a bad idea, right, to have UTF-8 emote and byte emote, right? One is in UTF-8 position, the other one is byte position. Right? And this is what comes in, and this is what we want to use. Does that make sense? Okay. So UTF-8 position emote to byte position emote. Let's make that explicit here. I like having the two different ones. You just feel like there's another solution somewhere? Yeah. I think you still have to iterate over the chars, the graphemes, to know their width. You have to visit each one. We did this with the sizing of the text when we were using Godot and drawing text. And there isn't a good way to just index into a set of positions. You have to convert it to an iterator, the Unicode string, or the UTF-8 string to be precise, the UTF-8 string into an iterator to be able to find a specific place in the string. There's probably some libraries that would help with this, but I think they're just doing this under the hood. So we iterate over UTF-8 emotes. And then we have our vector. All right. And in here, we would simply write emotes.push. ID is the same as the UTF-8 ID, and the range, though, it's a +1 that's getting me. Do we do an inclusive range here for like byte start and byte end? Yeah, I know that's different. Res map. But we only want to go so far, right? We need, tell me the width up to the 17th char, right? And then we need to know the size in bytes of the following 32 chars. Yeah, I couldn't find. I'd love, like, if you can find a cleaner way for this, that'd be great. Skip and take max. Take consumes the iterator, so we can't use it again after that. Yeah, it's like a fun little puzzle, right? Okay, this is not flat emote. This is UTF-8 emote. And I think I'm going to do this just as a regular range. I don't know. It feels like there's a bug. Oh, should just be here. Okay. Start by end. What? What's wrong here? Oh, U size. Yes. Interesting. Okay. Has U16. Okay, so then we end up with our byte position emotes, right? So instead of having to convert that as we go through, everything's in bytes now, and we don't have to use like a char iterator. We should just be able to scan and use byte indexes. All right, so flatten emotes. Let byte. What did we call that function? UTF-8 char width? No. What did we call it? Emoticon position to byte position. Yes. Perfect. We'll give it the message. The flat emotes, which is going to be named something else. Okay. Rename this. UTF-8 position emotes. All right. So we flatten the emotes, convert them to the right space. Now, after we do that, coming back down here, where were we? So we did this, and our notes, where did our notes go? Oh, here. And then we do a single pass looking for code blocks. Okay, we no longer have to do that. So we look for code blocks, and we start to kind of note as we go through what the positions are for text blocks, code blocks, and emoticons, right? And because we know what the positions are for the emoticons, we don't have to scan through as Unicode characters. We can scan through as bytes now, which is really nice. It simplifies the logic. Okay. Now, but couldn't you index the message with the range? Get a subslice of the message and then do the subslice iter copied map char length. Yeah, I just wanted to go through it once though, right? Yeah, you'd have to do this for every for the start and end of every emoticon's range. So for every emoticon, do this for the start, do this for the end. Because they're in like global position, and yeah. Can you index the message with a range? And this is what I'm hoping to be able to do now that everything's in byte position, right? Because ranges like this, being able to get a slice is really nice. Emil. Returns emotes 25 5-9. Yes. Stupid Twitch. Well, because most people are going to be using what, JavaScript for this? Right? We just happen to be in Rust. I think their examples on their website are using what, Node.js. So, it makes sense for that. You'd have to go out of your way to get down to like a byte stream. So, all right. So by converting everything into byte position, that works. Okay. I kind of want some little tests here. Oh, where are my macros? Mod test. Oh, goodness. Vim, help me write code, Vim. I have forgotten. Test function. Let's write some little test for this. Platinum emotes. I don't know. Platinum emotes what? Like simple. Yeah, the index simple doesn't do char ranges. Convert everything to UTF-16 and be happy. Oh, you're making me think about that. That could be interesting. No. All right. Well, sadly I have to go a little early today. I'll try to, buff these up tonight with some tests, and we'll probably continue on with the single pass piece tomorrow. All right. So we got flatten emotes, emoticon position to byte position. I'll write up some tests for those, and then we'll work on getting these message parts created. Okay. Sadly, I gotta run. I forgot early day today. Software and game development. Hub game off day. All right. Thank you all very much for hanging out. I really appreciate the help, the guidance, and kind of like the chit chat. It's been good. And so till next time, y'all. Bye bye.